Hi, my name is Toby, and in 2019 I inherited an abandoned 248,000 square metre farm in the northwest corner of Tenerife, inside the Tenor National Park. I'm now clearing 50,000 square metres of overgrowth, restoring a 100-year-old farm building, rediscovering 200,000 square metres of virgin forest, and all this in one of the best climates of the world. Follow our journey from the very start as we begin and develop this adventure, a massive project to bring useful purpose to this abandoned land. Become an active part of our dream to bring a sustainable lifestyle to this place of outstanding natural beauty. We are the Buena Vista Rural Club. Old ways, new paths.
Good morning, everybody, and we're here back at the club Monday morning after a busy Saturday with Dave and Samuel, some of which we got on film, but we got quite a lot of thinking done. Let me show you one of the things that we've been doing. We've been staining the battens ready to go up. These are going to be the battens that go underneath the on top of the joists, underneath the tiles. We also took out this corner of the feeding trough that goes all the way down the side and have decided really to take away that trough in due course. There's a lot of stone and a lot of concrete involved in that, and that's going to be going outside out there to level off the driveway up to the garage. But we also put in this steel all the way on the top. Hi, we've been here all Saturday and we have been not very good at doing the filming, but we've installed this steel beam all the way along the top here, which will give us extra rigidity not only to this wall, which is an adjoining wall to the barn, but it will give us rigidity for the wall in the next room when we get round to that, which will be one day in the future.
I'd also spent some time earlier cleaning this part of the roof.
Yep.
And getting rid of the plants that were growing through the tiles and creating all those roots that we see below.
We found it! Remember when that went off? Yeah. I'll have to look up which episode it was in.
And now we can look back out from inside at the steel across the top of the adjoining wall. So that was Saturday. Let's get back to Monday.
This one, which is the wall plate, that's going to go out through that hole there and is going to jut out about half a metre. Half a metre is what, about just under 2 feet, and it will also jut out at the top there. So we'll be able to put a slope roof, shade roof, over the outside. And these are the windows. You can see the rustic windows of the thing. And what a beautiful view you get when you start to look through them. Amazing. Amazing. So we're almost ready. I mean, there's obviously some preparation work to do here, but by the end of this week, this is all going to be completely plastered. When I say plastered, I mean with cement. And here, what they call in Spanish encalado, and we're going to be ready to put the cross beams in at some point. These ones are going to be the last ones to go in, really. That one's going to be the next one that goes in all the way across the top, and then we'll have the two wall plates left and right, and that's going to be the wall plate. This side is the objective for this week, but before we can put the wall plate in, this really does have to be encalado, and the guttering needs to be put in on the top. You can see the gutter there, and then that will be ready. And it's extraordinary construction that the guttering should be put on the inside of the building, but that's the way it is. And then it comes out through that pipe, which is ready, and the water will come out of that spout there. Visto? Visto bueno? Oh, mi niño. Oh, mi niño, ¿qué pasa? Hello? What's up, mate? What's up? Come on. Visto? Why don't you catch the rats for me, eh? Hey, why don't you just keep the rats away? You're all covered in stuff. You're a proper farm cat, aren't you? Lovely boy. Lovely boy. Where's your sister? We just took a glimpse of your sister, haven't we? Oh, I didn't know you had one. Is it a sister or is it a brother? Oh, it's a good boy. Hey, will you look after the place whilst we're not here? Hmm? We're here. You've got these big balls of things in your fur. Hey! Visto? 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 Yeah. Had your food? Hey. What we're doing here is we're gonna, this hole which is in the wall, you can see that there's in places clear daylight through to the other room, the other side. We're just wetting it down in preparation to making a form and filling it with concrete like we have done down here, so as to reinforce the wall. And that will just be behind the facing of the wall. So you won't see concrete like this, you'll see rock like everywhere else. Just water it down a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some steel structure into the wall. To strengthen it. Empieza a hacer una de arena. Con tres de arena. No. Límpialo. Límpialo y vamos a almorzar. Después del almuerzo seguimos con la batalla. So here we are on the next day, and we've come back, Samuel and I, and the first thing we're going to look at is the rendering. That was the word I was looking for yesterday. Rendering. How the rendering looks. It's fantastic. And now the form that we did on the upper part of the concrete. Dale al otro lado. Give it another one on the other side. No, arriba. That's it. It's coming down there. And there it is. We had a little bit of a collapse here yesterday, and it slid. You can see the angle of it's not really fine. But it filled the wall. Left a hole here to do. That's the next bit. It will do. Good. And now today, we're going to do that. Look at here.
I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real slow. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey, come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway, you know. Wow. Come on, and groove along. Come on. Said babe, I said babe, oh honey, come and groove along.
If we just take a close look on this roof line, you can see that there are a lot of plants that have grown along it and into the roof. Those are the roots that we see on the other side, coming down and through. What we need to be doing is getting rid of the plants along the edge, at least for the moment, because that's where we're going to be rendering this afternoon. This area here. Putting this render back on basically. But as you can see, this is just dirt. Nothing more than mud.
Take it real slow. I said, honey.
So we've just changed the batteries in the GoPro. Halfway through rendering this wall, as you've been seeing. Hope you've been enjoying it. We'll go to a bit more time lapse. we've lost all the light of the day. I can't really see what I'm doing anymore. But we've got the last couple of bits to do. And never has it. The expression, if you throw enough mud at the wall, some will stick. Inappropriate. Here we are. It's a question of getting the cement to stay in place. With these last few pieces. Here. Finito.
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 La luna.
That's it. I think we've done what we can do for today. And tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So, here from the Buena Vista Rural Club, we're going to have a laser show in a minute, because that's one of the reasons we came up late today, to be able to use the laser level effectively. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get the level around the room. There's the moon. And of course it's not level, you can see that it goes down. That's why it's flashing. It flashes because it is not level. So this afternoon, the first thing we're doing is marking out the level that we got with the laser yesterday. And this is the level that goes round the whole of the room. Okay, so the level line goes all the way around now. And we can see the level that we're going to use to run the roof at. So what we're going to do today, this bit up here, you can see we've rendered all of that, the triangle, we've rendered all of that, the bit at the end. You see the bit I did at night time where we couldn't see what the hell was going on. Not that it matters too much. That bit there at the bottom, I might touch that up a bit today. And then this bit up here, which includes the parapet at the back, a bit of the chimney. I'll show you that in close-up now. So from close-up, you can see here around the chimney, this is the chimney. Even though it's missing the chimney pot will go on top of this. I put the grid on it so that the lizards wouldn't go down it. And then all across the top here will be rendered, and all the front of it will be rendered today. And then that will be the end of this wall's rendering. And then we'll be able to run the wall plate all the way across with the guttering behind it. That's the idea, and that's the objective for this week. Say hello to Safety Sally. Safety Sally, are we approved? I think so. Okay, let's get on with it. Un poquito de, little bit of chicken wire everywhere. And then we're ready. So first of all, wet the area we're going to be applying the cement to. Good. There it is. The rendered wall finished. The chimney. The wall. Safety Sally. Behind the wall. Now we just need to get ready to stick the steel in there, and we can start to get it coming across. Job done. So now we're getting ready with the hammer drill to get up there and make the first hole in the side to take the metal beam. This is just a sample of it, and it's going to go in at least 10 centimeters. 15 mark, there's 20. So let's go on with that. So this is where the beam will go in. This will be coming out in a second. And this is where the guttering will go. There it is. Let's get all this crap out now. A bit more hammering needed there. And that's where the old wooden beam used to go. So the question is, will the steel fit in the hole? The simple answer to that is no, it won't. Some of this will have to be cut away. So the next bit here is to cut this back a little bit. Up this end it seems to be particularly a problem. As we go down I don't think it will be such a problem, but just up here it's just restricting the steel, the height of the steel here, so we need to take down a little bit here. Safety Sally says to put on your safety glasses. Safety glasses, stop play. We'll be at it in a minute. Safety glasses on, and now that's how it's going to sit. Sit down perfect there. Come close and have a look. So there is the beam going into the wall. That'll be cemented into there. And then up here, the gutter, which will come right to the end, will have an end cap on it. And we'll go all the way down that channel there. Past Safety Sally, right the way to the end. And it will all be levelled to the new level line that we've got here, that we created with the laser last night. So our mission for today, which was to finish that center wall and get the steel in this end, and we're going to go and fit it in the other end as well, but we've done that before, so I think that's probably a fait accompli. I hope so. So, well, mission accomplished for today. Let's go and have a look at the other end, and then we can go home. Giving us a bit of a clean up. Now I'm just gonna brush some of that. Be a little bit cleaner, but let's have a look and see if that's wide enough now. A bit tight still, bit tight. You know what? I think that's probably it. Let's see. That fits through now. The question is, will it be level with the other end? But that is for another day. From the Buena Vista Rural Club, it's until the next one. See you soon. Remember to like, share and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thank you very much for all your support, and We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.